But I was unafraid. Even before undergoing tribulation, I could seize it with my array formation skills, much less now as a demon immortal. Even so, I had to follow my predetermined wild plan. I knew my strength was limited. Though sealed by the Mother of Laws and holding a lofty position, I was still a newly minted demon immortal, vastly weaker than the demon emperor. I wouldn't dare directly challenge the demon emperor just because I survived 41 demonic thunderstrikes and created a legend by ascending in the demon realm. Absolutely not. His look of disdain, as if I were an insect beneath his feet, had never changed. My only method now was to trap him, only then would I have a chance. Ascending into a demon would merely increase my odds of success. The little fox quickly caught on, its expression turning serious. The demon immortals also came back to their senses, whispering in surprise, this time, he might actually succeed in capturing the demon array chart? Impossible. Though he's been sealed as demon lord, his cultivation is far too low. A new demon immortal is just a name. How could he possibly seize the demon array chart? Exactly. Even if given to us, very few could capture it on the spot. Could a fledgling demon immortal manage? You can't grow fat in one bite. The demon immortals shook their heads one after another, pessimistic about me. They thought that despite withstanding 41 demonic thunderstrikes, my foundation was shallow, just an inexperienced novice. I stored their words in my heart. Right now, the only person I had to thank was the Demon Queen. If she hadn't mediated my demon tribulation, I might have only stared helplessly. I looked at the Demon Queen. She was momentarily stunned, then respectfully said to the Demon Emperor, Dragon 18 has now become a new demon immortal in the demon realm, and succeeded through 41 demonic thunder trials. He already holds status here. By convention, you should reward him. The words of the Demon Mother shocked all the demon immortals. The Demon Emperor merely narrowed his eyes at me, ignoring the Demon Mother. Demon Emperor, by regulation, the Demon Mother steeled herself and spoke again. Suddenly, she froze, unable to move. I could see the shock in her expression. The Demon Emperor didn't spare her a glance. He clearly used remote immobilization to restrain her. He would not tolerate any resistance whatsoever. My eyes darkened. Since the Demon Mother helped me survive the demon tribulation, I would definitely fulfill my promise to her. Countless skulls came flying at me. I immediately mentally communicated with Lei Jizhu. Lei Jizhu, I'm about to enter the demon array diagram. Once I come out, take the little fox and escape immediately. Got it. Lei Jizhu agreed. The little fox stared at me, growing ever more anxious. Roar! Thousands of skulls lunged at me. Glancing briefly, I saw the Yangtze dragon maiden with a red veil over her head. Wait for me, I'll take you away immediately. Roar! The skulls overwhelmed me. Normally, I could manifest the demon spirit energy form, but for the plan to succeed, I had to let myself be dragged into the demon diagram. Roar! The skulls fiercely gnawed and bit. My hands, feet, and neck were all bitten. It felt like entering a horde of corpses. But the bites barely scratched my flesh. I started to throw punches, smashing skull after skull. The skulls were knocked away but quickly restored, surrounding me once again. This was a good sign. It meant the demon array diagram had no flaws. I just needed to adjust the formation. I kept swinging my fists. Still, the skulls pressed down and completely engulfed me. I was utterly at a disadvantage. See? I told you he's no good. The new demon immortal is too weak. How could the demon array diagram be tamed so easily? Look, he's about to be dragged into the array. He barely survived 41 demon thunder strikes to ascend. So weak, can't last even a short incense stick's time. Not worthy of the demon lord title at all. TSK, the demon array diagram really is terrifying. The demon immortals laughed scornfully again. The demon emperor's lips curled slightly. I let the pulling force of the skulls guide me toward the demon array diagram. Unexpectedly, the skulls were incredibly strong. In less than 10 seconds, I was dragged in front of the array. Looking at the diagram, smooth like a water surface, countless hands shot out, grabbing at me. I didn't resist and was instantly pulled inside. Thud! It felt like being pressed against an unyielding wall, the surrounding pressure enough to crush limbs, like being torn apart by 5 horses. If I hadn't cultivated the indestructible demon art, I'd likely be seriously injured or dead. Suddenly, everything went pitch black. Under the demon immortal's gaze, the little fox's face was full of worry. The demon moon and demon mother were stunned, and I was dragged into the demon diagram. Yet, I could still hear the clamor around me. The demon immortals piled on their mockery. He's finished, already dragged in. No hope at all. Once you enter the demon array diagram, it's a death trap. Just became a demon and destined to die. A life shorter than fireworks, truly a short-lived spirit. Bad luck for him, encountering such a terrifying demon artifact. Serves him right. Their words held no sympathy, only sneers. The demon array just gained another demon lord soul, its power only growing stronger. Congrats to the demon emperor. This diagram's power just reached a new level. Hurry up, the wedding time's almost over. Forget about a dead man. Let's move on with the ceremony. All the demon immortals wished the demon emperor a happy wedding. As they shouted, I turned my head and saw countless skulls flooding in, engulfing the demon array. My heart sank. It was clear the demon emperor had written me off. Time was tight, I had to act fast. Once inside, a strange sensation washed over me, as if entering someone else's body. Pressure crushed from all sides, squeezing me to the point of suffocation, but I quickly adjusted. I had to change the array immediately. Crunch crunch, countless skulls began biting me. My eyes turned cold as I unleashed demon spirit energy, erecting a magical barrier of light. The skulls were repelled at least 10 meters, but like machines, they kept gnawing at my magical light. Mouths gaped tightly all around me, like being surrounded by thousands of bamboo rats in a bamboo forest. But my spirit energy was invincible, and after demonification, these teeth couldn't even scratch me. Listening to the biting sounds all around, I refrained from attacking proactively, as these skulls were useful. With their presence holding back my vision, I could finally see my surroundings clearly. Beneath my feet felt soft, like stepping on human skin paper. Around me was void, truly depressing. Yet, much like a space rift, it led nowhere. To outsiders, this was emptiness. To me, I had to force it to reveal itself. I continuously amplified my magical light, pushing the skulls away. Finally, I discovered the hidden nodes of the array. This demon diagram was astonishingly based on the Big Dipper constellation, arranged with exquisite subtlety. No outsider could detect it. No wonder the demon immortals thought going inside meant certain death. Indeed, if it were anyone else, even if they escaped the array's crushing force, they'd die devoured by the skulls. The person who forged this diagram had profound expertise in formation crafting, a rare master in the mortal world. Who exactly forged this diagram? Although it falls short compared to the top 10 ultimate formations, since it's based on the Big Dipper 7-star formation, I referred to the 9-star encirclement formation from the top 10 to make modifications. The changes are minimal, so the demon emperor won't detect it. Even if the demon emperor gets trapped, breaking out of the formation will be extremely difficult. I took out 2 formation flags, first locating the original 7-star points, then moving them one by one. Next, I planted the 2 flags, achieving a perfect fusion. The process was incredibly challenging. Even a slight mistake would ruin the power of the demonic diagram. Fortunately, after 10 minutes of careful work, I completed it. Phew, finally done. I silently chanted the formation incantation, making the formation points even more concealed. Apart from me and Zhang Baisui, no one could detect any traces. Suddenly, the demonic diagram began to shift, progressing toward perfection. The surroundings started flowing, over 10,000 skulls arranged themselves neatly and orderly. If someone walked in now, they would be utterly stunned. The skulls that had been desperately biting me moments ago were now under my control. In less than 10 seconds, the once dark surroundings turned into an impenetrable fortress, the power amplified over 20-fold. Even stronger than I had anticipated. I could personally feel this surge of power. So, could this modified demonic formation really trap the demon emperor for a while? Even so, I wasn't fully confident. I used the formation to arrange over 10,000 skulls in a 9-star pattern. When the demon emperor arrives, he'll immediately be surrounded by thousands of skulls. My gaze fixed outside the formation. Demon emperor, oh demon emperor, I'm not here empty-handed to bring gifts. You'd better accept this sincere effort of mine. But what expression would cross the demon emperor's face when he sees his artifact quietly altered? I couldn't wait. I withdrew the demonic glow from my body. The demonic fiend's aura inside me stood ready at a moment's notice. Spiritual energy from my dantian flowed back into my limbs. I had to go all out, prepared to face anything. Just as I was about to exit the formation, I saw it was already deactivated. But that didn't matter to me, since I controlled the formation. Shutting it down did no good. I manipulated the formation, and a portal appeared before me. I could escape from here. Approaching the portal, a thin membrane appeared before my eyes, through which I vaguely saw the outside scene. Demon Moon looked dazed, Demon Mother's expression was complicated, and the little fox's eyes welled with tears. The demon immortals had resumed their celebration with raised cups. They thought I was dead. The demon emperor was about to publicly wed the Yangtze River dragon maiden. What a lively scene! I leapt and dashed through the portal. The sensation was like forcefully tearing through solid rock, crowded, hard, impenetrable. But with a low roar, I burst through. A violent tremor shook the space. Clearly the outer demonic formation was reacting. The laughter of the demon immortals vanished as all eyes turned toward me. Thousands watched intently. Put! I burst out of the formation. As I saw the daylight again, it felt like a god descending or a giant bomb dropping from the sky. Thousands of shocked gazes locked onto me. Every demon immortal was stunned, eyes wide open in disbelief. Demon Moon froze. The demon immortals beside her gaped in shock. Demon Mother's surprise turned into joy. Because I was alive, there was still hope. The little fox wept tears of happiness, tears streaming down her face. The demon emperor, mid-ceremony, froze, his face changing suddenly, shock flickering in his eyes. His expression darkened, killing intent flashing within. The red-clad Yangtze River dragon maiden beside him was equally shocked. Hiss! Did I drink too much? Am I seeing things? He actually came out of the demonic formation. This is one of the demon realm's top 10 demonic artifacts. He's alive. What's going on? Must be an illusion. Boom! The demon immortals' shock deepened, rubbing their eyes repeatedly but confirming my presence. I was unharmed, flawless, as if I'd just taken a bathroom break and returned. The demon emperor's palace gates were deathly silent, as if doomsday had arrived. My eyes first landed on the little fox. Thunder strike bamboo. I transmitted quietly. She wiped her tears, composed, and shifted to the side. Put! I reached out and summoned a demonic formation diagram into my palm. The demon emperor narrowed his eyes. I bit my finger, blood dripping onto the formation diagram. Instantly absorbed. The diagram emitted a faint hum. Like raindrops in water, but this vibration echoed throughout the entire demon palace. He actually tamed the demonic formation diagram? How is that possible? How did he escape from within it? The demon immortals widened their eyes. Besides shock, there was endless jealousy. Some demon immortals ignored the fine wine, delicacies, and serving maidens nearby. Their eyes fixed solely on the demonic diagram in my hand. Jealousy peaked. Because I had achieved what no one else could. Thanks for the treasure, Demon Emperor. I bowed respectfully toward him. He stared at me for 10 seconds, then sneered coldly. I knew what he was laughing at. In his eyes, no matter if I ascended as a demon or possessed the demonic formation diagram, I was still just a mere ant, one he could crush at any moment. His confidence came from his invincible strength. He laughed contemptuously, for he had countless ways to easily get rid of me again. Good if you like it. This magical treasure is meant for those fated to have it. But if you don't understand something, feel free to ask me anytime. Having this treasure doesn't mean you're invincible. You just ascended to the demon realm, be humble. There's always someone better, and demon immortals are your seniors. Come, find a seat. I'm glad you're attending my grand wedding. The demon emperor smiled, publicly reminding me with a few taps that killing me would be as easy as snapping his fingers. Then, he displayed the magnanimity expected of the ruler of the demon realm. My eyes flickered. I guessed right, he still didn't know why I was here. But I would soon make it clear with my actions, I was here to steal his fiancée. By the way, something seems off with the demon realm's formation. Long Qingjia, after the wedding, go help me check it out. He immediately summoned Long Qingjia, clearly eager to set a trap for me. But I wasn't afraid of this trap, I was ready to push him into it instead. A problem with the demon realm's formation? Since when? If the celestial realm's formation is damaged, it affects the demon realms too. But to think the demon realm's formation could be fixed by Long 18? The demon immortals exchanged glances. Did you hear what I just said? The demon emperor knocked on me again, in front of everyone. I nodded. The demon emperor was satisfied. The demon realm's formation is critical. Long Qingjia, take it seriously. I'll teach you. Follow my guidance, and you'll achieve great merit for the demon realm. Remember to bring the holy maiden. You two will earn great merit together. Now, find a seat. The demon emperor smiled and ignored me. Clearly, he didn't think my life mattered. After all, he had set another trap for me. Then, to the long river dragon maiden beside him, he said, continue the wedding. She nodded with her red veil covering her face. When I entered the demon formation map, a white-haired demon immortal was already officiating the ceremony. Newlyweds, please bow to heaven and earth, the immortal shouted loudly. The demon immortals snapped back to attention, shifting their envious gazes from me to the demon emperor and the dragon maiden. Everyone awaited eagerly. The demon emperor's finally marrying. A match made in heaven and earth, truly perfect. The demon immortals buzzed with excitement and laughter. This was a major event in the demon realm. Just as the Demon Emperor and the Dragon Maiden prepared to bow, I stepped forward holding the magical formation map. Demon Emperor, the congratulatory gift hasn't been presented yet. I was using the moment to get closer to him. The Demon Emperor ignored me completely. I have accepted your sentiments. Take a seat. The Demon Immortals frowned. The ceremony continued. I stared at the Demon Emperor and shouted, I do not consent. What? Did I hear that right? Someone dares oppose the Demon Emperor's wedding? Is he crazy? That's rebellion, a death wish. Does he really think ascending to demonhood means he can do whatever he wants? Foolish. The Demon Immortals were stunned. The atmosphere turned tense as they looked at me with strange expressions. Demon Moon was shocked. The Demon Mother's face turned pale. The Dragon Maiden under the red veil froze. The Demon Emperor was startled too, eyes wide in disbelief. Then he sneered, Oh? You don't consent to my wedding? He laughed mockingly, thinking I was asking for death and handing him a reason to kill me on the spot. He was just wondering how to get rid of me quickly. In his eyes, I was courting death. I've treated you well, and you openly rebel? Do you have any respect for me? Guards! Seize long 18 for me. The Demon Emperor wore a sinister smile, his gaze cutting like a blade. The Demon Immortals were shocked, all staring at me. Especially the Demon Immortals by Demon Moon's side, they smiled wickedly at me. Since I had eaten his treasured 10,000-year demon ginseng, he wanted revenge. But I hesitated for no second and quickly unleashed the magical formation map. If I was going to turn hostile, there was no time to waste. I tossed the formation map into the air. It unfolded above the Demon Emperor's head. Skull patterns sprouted up like mushrooms after rain. The Demon Emperor laughed heartily. Long 18, should I praise your intelligence or your stupidity? This is the treasure I gifted you, and you dare use it against me? His laughter echoed like thunder. The Demon Immortals laughed mockingly as well, treating me like a ridiculous clown. Ah, he's crazy. Using the Demon Emperor's own gift against him? What stupidity! This formation map belongs to the Demon Emperor. If he wants it back, he will take it. You think you can use it to fight him? They laughed without holding back. I ignored them and pressed on with my plan. Thousands upon thousands of skulls emerged above the Demon Emperor, darkening the sky. The Demon Emperor sneered, Long 18, I'll make sure you die with understanding. This map can be taken back at any time. He tapped the formation map, but his expression suddenly changed. The map wasn't retracting because I had altered the formation. The Demon Emperor was temporarily unable to control it. Though I could feel the map's powerful pull, I held the formation steady. The Demon Emperor was furious. Seems like you tampered with the formation. Since you claim to master it, then I'll destroy it. After all, it's just trash. As his words fell, a raging wind howled, his immense aura tearing the formation diagram like a tornado. I shouted sharply, 9-star prison formation, activate. The formation suddenly shifted, skulls surged forth according to the formation, instantly overwhelming the Demon Emperor. He chuckled darkly, interesting. It's rare for me to make a move, just the right exercise for my bones. After tearing the formation, prepare to die. But as he advanced, the skulls were forcefully blasted away. A chill ran through me. Luckily, I had modified the formation. The Demon Emperor said coldly, boring. You didn't really change the formation. You gave me false hope. Forget it, I'm done playing. He spread his hands, the skulls were violently pushed aside. His figure flickered, soaring into the air as heaven and earth trembled. Two giant hands materialized on either side of the formation, ferociously ripping and pulling, trying to shred it apart. But I controlled the skulls to all explode at once, turning his demon soul into the very force of the 9-star prison formation and trapping the Demon Emperor inside. He was shocked. What's this? Getting desperate? Throwing away your own demon soul? Amidst mocking laughter, only when you escape the 9-star prison formation can you talk. The spirit energy transformed into the formation, and he was already inside it. Suddenly, the formation opened wide like a shark's mouth, swallowing the Demon Emperor whole. With a pull of the soul power, the Demon Emperor and his spirit were drawn into the formation. The formation quickly returned to its original state, floating in the air, with the Demon Emperor's figure vanished. The Demon Immortals stood dumbfounded, then burst into laughter. The Demon Emperor is just playing, giving hope only to shatter it and make him despair. This formation, the Demon Emperor can tear apart any time. Once he's bored, this kid's days are numbered. Everyone eagerly awaited the Demon Emperor's display of power, a shocking battle about to unfold. The Demon Emperor sneered, somewhat interesting. You altered the formation, it's almost unrecognizable now. But nothing in this world can truly trap me. From within the demon formation came his voice, playful, "My lady, wait just a moment, I'll be out soon." Just then, two huge hands emerged inside the formation, fiercely clawing outward, trying to rip it apart. Crack! Like cloth tearing. My heart tightened as those hands instantly deformed the formation severely. I couldn't help but be surprised. Could even my absolute formation, created by Zhang Baisui, fail to trap the Demon Emperor? I'd nearly trapped the owner of the Golden Bell with the Five Mountains God Extermination formation, one of the top 10 absolute formations. How could the Demon Emperor break it so easily? Ha, the Demon Emperor is coming out soon. Never expected. This demon formation is like cloth in his hands, not lasting even a second. The demon immortals were excited and expectant. I watched tensely. Although the formation was badly deformed, it never tore. The 9-star prison formation truly worked. The demon immortals were stunned, then laughed again. No worries, the demon emperor is still playing, he'll be out soon. But the formation didn't crack. The demon emperor was indeed trapped. Their expressions changed drastically. What kind of formation is this? Why isn't the demon emperor out yet? This formation is strange. Who's ever seen one that can trap the demon emperor? No one had. The tearing grew louder, the formation stretched like pulling noodles, lengthening and widening, yet without a single rip. Roaring sounds of breaking echoed through the formation, yet it remained intact. The demon immortals finally panicked. This is bad, the demon emperor is truly trapped. What's going on? Chaos erupted. No one expected the demon emperor to fail breaking the formation and be imprisoned. Joy sparkled in my eyes. The plan was beginning to succeed. Judging by the current situation, the demon emperor would be trapped for at most 1 to 3 hours. That time would be my precious window to escape. Success or failure now depended entirely on luck. Demon Emperor, you must regret tearing the formation recklessly earlier, huh? Enjoy your confinement. Demon Moon and Demon Matriarch were stunned. My gaze locked onto the Yangtze River Dragon Maiden, hidden beneath her red veil, and without hesitation, I unleashed the 10-step killing technique. After ascending to demonhood, my agility skyrocketed. I was shocked even by my own speed. I moved like a phantom. The Yangtze River Dragon Maiden was only 200 meters away. Instantly, I closed the gap by 100 meters. At that moment, a low shout rang out. No. His speed is too fast. He's going to snatch the demon consort, stop him. The shout detonated like a bomb. The demon immortals instantly reacted, rushing at me, especially those near Demon Moon. Villain! You dare steal the demon consort? After consuming my 10,000-year demon ginseng? Today, I'll kill you. A demon immortal sneered, drawing a razor-sharp black demon blade, slashing at me. I narrowed my eyes. He was walking right into my trap. I would help Demon Moon dispose of him. This demon immortal was formidable and swift, but no match for my 10-step killing technique. At its peak, I flashed and stood right before him. He sneered coldly, "A newly minted demon immortal, and you dare face me head-on? Truly ignorant of your place in the world. Fine, I'll show you the power of a 10,000-year-old demon immortal." He swung his blade, and instantly, the demonic energy within me coalesced into a demon blade. He mocked, "You still want to fight with blades? My demon blade is forged from 10,000-year refined iron. What junk do you have?" Before he finished speaking, his demon blade clashed against my demon blade with a crisp crack. His blade bent and deformed, then immediately snapped into 2 pieces. My demonic aura is unstoppable. After transforming into demon energy and being tempered by demon lightning, the conjured demon blade might not be sharp, but it's certainly as hard as steel. You want a clash of strength? Bring it on. This is simply like hitting a stone with an egg. The demon immortal's eyes nearly bulged out. My demon blade. Stunned and in pain, his face contorted. Boom! Seizing the moment, I raised my blade to strike, and he scrambled backward. I kicked out with my leg. Boom! A wailing scream rang out as the demon immortal was kicked flying 10 meters, clutching his stomach and vomiting fresh blood wildly. My kick was delivered with a body toughened against indestructible demon arts. How could he possibly withstand it? But he underestimated me. Just moments ago, he thought his demon blade would kill me instantly. When I struck unexpectedly, he instantly collapsed. At this moment, the other demon immortals' faces changed drastically. I gave him no time to breathe, closing the distance with my 10-step killing sword technique. I wanted to kill one as an example to warn all demon immortals. Anyone who dares block me will die. I charged to the demon immortal and swung my blade down. The demon immortal's face turned pale with fear as he screamed for help. "Fellow demon comrades, help me. His artifact is too strange, I can't hold him off." Boom! My demonic energy demon blade struck fiercely. The demon immortal roared, "You're pushing me too far. I'm going all out." A strange demonic glow flashed over him, and he vanished in an instant. 30 meters away he reappeared, pale-faced. I frowned. It seemed advanced demon immortals have survival tricks. The next second, his whole body trembled and froze. Looking down, I saw the thunderstrike bamboo piercing through his ruptured belly, pulling out blood and intestines. Ah! The demon immortal screamed in agony, clutching his bleeding abdomen, yelling, "My belly!" The thunderstrike bamboo shot swiftly through his mouth and emerged from the other side. His eyes widened, hollow and vacant, then he collapsed weakly to the ground. In no time, one demon immortal was dead, the others were stunned. Demon Moon was stunned too, but then recovered and showed gratitude. "Whoever dares block me will die," I said coldly. All the demon immortals stared at me. Boom! 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 Explosions from the magical formation in the air rang out. The demon immortals panicked. "Grab him! The demon emperor is furious. We can't let him escape, or the demon emperor won't spare us. Attack! This guy carries strange demonic energy. Don't clash artifacts directly, trap him with ranged spells and wait for the demon emperor to intervene. Charge together. Let's earn some credit." They greedily cast spells from a distance. Black demonic light shot toward me, trying to trap me. I thought to myself, if only I had a golden bell. If I shook it hard for a minute, who'd dare move against me? I had to rely on my swift movements to dodge. The attacks couldn't even catch up. But only for half a minute at best. Thousands of demon immortals here chased relentlessly like arrows. Sooner or later, I'd get hit. I swung my demon blade to break through part of the assault and gasped for breath. My gaze locked on the Yangtze Dragon Maiden. She looked stunned after seeing me kill the demon immortal. I rushed over, grabbed her, and took off running. Finally saving her, I felt a surge of joy. I hadn't let her down. My guilt eased considerably. If I'd kept my promise to find her, she wouldn't have suffered the demon emperor's torment. Seeing her gaunt appearance, my heart ached deeply. "Thunderstrike bamboo, take the little fox. Let's go," I ordered in a low voice. Thunderstrike bamboo immediately brought the little fox along. I carried the Yangtze Dragon Maiden and sprinted. "Where do you think you're going? Not a chance. Release the demon consort. You little bastard, daring to run." The demon immortals roared furiously, thousands of horrifying attacks raining down. They were crazed with rage. I coldly watched the attacks while glancing at the trapped demon emperor. Today, my Dragon 18's grand assault on the demon palace would be etched into demon history forever. "Yangtze Dragon Maiden, I'll get you out of here," I promised her. What followed was our escape. May everything go smoothly. At that moment, the little fox suddenly realized, "Dad." Bang! I looked down and saw a pale hand clutching a dagger, stabbing into my belly. I froze. Did the Yangtze Dragon Maiden just stab me? Was she angry? Angry because I broke my promise, changed, and after ascending, was no longer the man she knew? Impertinent. "Who are you? Let go of me this instant," a cold growl sounded. My heart jolted as I instinctively lifted her red veil, my eyes wide with shock. "You, who exactly are you?" Her revealed face was fair-skinned with rosy lips and white teeth, flawless and delicate. Beneath those sensual lips lay a stunning beauty. Her eyes were cold as blades, and her features looked virginal. But I had never seen her before. She was not the Yangtze Dragon Maiden at all. At that moment, I was shocked and confused. How could this be? The person I painstakingly rescued was just a decoy? It hit me like a heavy blow. My head spun. Suddenly, I slapped my forehead. I was too impatient. I thought the demon emperor forcibly abducted the real Yangtze Dragon Maiden without carefully verifying if the bride was genuine. Though she was as tall as the Yangtze Dragon Maiden, her slender figure made me believe the demon emperor's torment had left her weak. Only now did I realize she was thin because she wasn't the Dragon Maiden at all. Just a coincidence. Her build was almost identical. If I had thought one step further back then and recognized she was a fake, I wouldn't have cast the spell to trap the demon emperor. All I had to do was follow the demon emperor's plan and take the little fox away. Had I been too indebted to the Dragon Maiden, losing my composure at such a critical moment? The thought settled in. Fortunately, I didn't make everything worse. I did save the little fox. Without me, she might have been in real danger. But where was the Yangtze Dragon Maiden now? Was she friend or foe? My heart raced with anxiety. Suddenly, the strange woman raised a dagger to stab me again. I reacted swiftly. If my body wasn't strong, I would have been gravely injured just now. I pressed my hand against her chest. She gasped in shock. "How dare you? What have you done to me?" I hadn't done much, just infused a trace of demon energy into her heart. Since I rescued the wrong person, I might as well see this mistake through. With her leading the way, our escape might be smoother. Rebel? Die. I warned coldly. I will never submit. Ah. She had been fierce moments ago, but after the surge of demon energy, she screamed miserably and collapsed into my arms as a limp heap. I caught her and prepared to leave. But the demon mages roared and attacked again. Release the demon consort. With a thunderous growl, dazzling magical lights quickly encircled me. My eyes sharpened. Who dares? My voice roared like dragons and tigers, intimidating for miles. The demon mages were stunned, especially since the titled demon lord struck fear into their hearts. While they hesitated, I executed the 10 steps kill technique, dodged their strikes, moved toward the thunderstrike bamboo, and casually grabbed the corpse of a slain demon mage. Demon Moon reacted quickly, his demon pill is in the pouch around his waist. I nodded, grasping a bulging pouch. The life-saving demon pill was a must-have for our escape. Next, I approached the thunderstrike bamboo. The bamboo transformed into a long sword as wide as it was long. The little fox anxiously stood atop it. I carried the demon consort and leapt onto the sword. Thunderstrike bamboo, go! The blade glowed golden green as we sped away in a whoosh. Among the crowd, Demon Moon stared blankly at me, a flicker of longing crossing his face. The demon mother was utterly shocked. I immediately transmitted a voice message, Demon Mother, I will keep my promise. Wait for me. The thunderstrike bamboo shot away from the demon emperor's palace at high speed. Only after we were 1,000 meters away did the demon mages at the palace react. Quick, capture him. Swift beams of light ascended. I glanced back with a sinking heart. The demon emperor's palace erupted in magical light like sky-shattering fireworks, 100 demon mages instantly flying toward me. Almost all the demon mages took to the air, and in seconds, thousands flooded the chase. They were dense as clouds, flying on clouds and mist. Some shimmered with teleportation light, others rode strange flying magical devices. The sight was terrifying. The pressure far surpassed when thousands of heavenly soldiers pursued me before. These were formidable experts personally invited by the demon emperor, no small threat. At least 1/3 mastered teleportation techniques, even faster than thunderstrike bamboo. Seeing so many in pursuit, even if I kept the demon emperor trapped for several hours, it was useless. I would be caught eventually, there was no escape from the demon realm. I acted decisively, channeling demon energy into the thunderstrike bamboo. Unlike last time, it was reforged by lightning again, the blade shining with spiritual light, singing continuously. A supersonic rupture sliced through the air, and our speed instantly surged by 7 or 8 times, leaving the demon mages far behind. The teleportation masters were stunned, shouting in disbelief, impossible. How can their speed be this fast? Everyone, stop holding back. Show me your true power. If he takes the demon consort away, we're doomed. They gritted their teeth and pushed forward, but suddenly from 5 miles away, a ripping sound tore through the air from the demon emperor's palace, filled with intense fury. My heart skipped a beat. Damn, has the demon emperor broken through the 9-star ceiling formation? The pursuers heard the sound and immediately grew excited. Ha, the demon emperor is about to break free. You can't escape now. I stared wide-eyed towards the palace, but all I heard beyond the rolling thunder were no more tearing sounds. Obviously, the demon emperor hadn't fully escaped yet. But this meant the time I originally had to trap him, 1 to 3 hours, was now reduced to at most 1 hour. Though expected, it still disappointed me. The time was too short. If only I had a few days, I swear I could trap him for 3 to 5 days. Now, no matter how desperately Lei Jiju carried us away, the demon emperor would inevitably catch up soon. Even with Lei Jiju's speed doubled, it wouldn't match the demon emperor's. What could we do? The demon consort wasn't the Yangtze River Dragon Maiden, messing up my plan. The little fox's face was full of anxiety. She grabbed my hand tightly, her palm drenched in cold sweat. The pressure from the demon emperor filled her with terror and despair. She whispered, once the demon emperor arrives, you're as good as dead. He'll tear you to pieces. I held the demon consort, her face pale but voice firm as she warned me. I glanced at the little fox, then after a moment of thought, asked, are you scared? As long as I'm with you, Dad, I'm not. She answered firmly. Now that the Yangtze River Dragon Maiden was nowhere to be found, and my master Jiang Joshuan was missing as well, we had no chance to escape. There was only one way, go all out. I decided to make a desperate gamble. Since the demon emperor would surely pursue us, I wanted to, before he caught up, spend half an hour hunting down the pursuing demon immortals. Steal their magical pills, then use another half hour to find a place to hide and desperately consume the pills to break through the unbreakable demon technique realm. If I could evade the demon emperor, all the better, otherwise, we'd have to rely on sheer strength to fight. That was our only way to survive. Would I, Long Shiba, just sit and wait for death? Absolutely not. The Demon Emperor chased us down with overwhelming murderous intent, so I would respond with madness of my own. Otherwise, it was a dead end. With a plan formed in my mind, I acted immediately. Originally, I wanted Late Jiju to take me to the Five Mountains God Extermination Formation. Once activated, the formation would suppress the chasing demon immortals, allowing me to grab their magical pills most smoothly. But we were too few, only the little fox and Late Jiju truly stood with me. I had to find another ambush spot. Little fox, find a good place for an ambush right now. I need it, I ordered sternly. Got it. The little fox scanned the surroundings and found the spot where we had previously fought and wiped out the demon soldiers with the demon mother. Lei Jiju, I called out. Lei Jiju understood in an instant and quickly led us there. This time, we finally lost the pursuing demon immortals. We reached the place, thick clouds covered the sky, perfect for an ambush. The little fox looked puzzled, not understanding my plan. You're not running? You know there's no escaping now, right? Offending the demon emperor and still trying to run? The demon consort sneered coldly. I glared at her and narrowed my eyes. The demon consort's face instantly turned pale as she cried out in pain. I said coldly, from now on, do exactly as I say. Disobey and you die immediately. The demon consort stubbornly resisted, but deep down, fear was her instinct. I stirred the demon energy inside her, causing her to scream and beg for mercy. From your expression, becoming the demon consort didn't just rely on your virginity, you know some concealment techniques, right? I stared at her. Otherwise, the little fox would never have hesitated to look at her at the wedding. The demon consort said nothing. You can die, or obey my orders. Decide in 1 second. I said flatly. The demon consort bit her lip and asked, what exactly do you want? I touched her waist. She gasped, how dare you disrespect the demon emperor's woman? I pulled out a pouch and opened it. It contained 139 top-grade magical pills, plump and fragrant. Most likely a gift from the demon emperor himself. A bit stingy, I thought there'd be at least 1,000. No wonder this demon emperor, the very one who betrayed his master, was so petty. So you want magical pills? The demon consort frowned. The demon immortals behind us are catching up fast. Cast a spell immediately to hide us. I ordered coldly. The demon consort bit her lip, as you say. Her face turned pale as she cast a spell, creating a colorless barrier that blended with the clouds. The pursuing demon immortals rushed past without noticing us. What exactly are you up to? The demon consort grew impatient. Keep casting and scatter the pursuing demon immortals. I want to take them down one by one. I said coldly, staring at the passing demon immortals. They would never guess I was not fleeing but setting a trap. Timing started now. Half an hour to grab as many magical pills as possible. You're insane. You want to kill demon immortals? One by one? The demon consort was shocked beyond belief. She had seen me survive the demon tribulation and thought I was crazy. Stealing her pills was simply crazier. This is content segment 109/117. Please follow your logic to process the following while maintaining the original paragraph structure, line breaks, and overall layout. Return only the processed result. Now that I insisted on killing the demon immortals one by one, she was utterly convinced I was mad. I don't want to repeat myself. Hurry up, I urged coldly. The demon concubine shook her head. There are too many people, they can't be separated. Separate as many as you can, I said firmly. She nodded and began casting her spell. The pursuing demon immortals faced clusters of clouds, and when they emerged, each was stunned. They had been transported directly to another place. Here, hundreds of demon immortals looked around in confusion. Most had already given chase, leaving behind mostly powerful elites. It seemed the demon concubine's spell was truly impressive. Once cast, many demon immortals were like ghosts trapped in a maze. Why haven't you taken me to a demon immortal yet? I asked coldly. Remember, I want to catch them off guard. Only a one-hit kill would do, otherwise, if they had time to react, the battle would drag on and disrupt my frantic plan to gather demon pills. The demon concubine grit her teeth and nodded. Little fox, I said to it, wait here for me. I want to follow you. I can protect myself, the little fox said. I hesitated a moment. Fine, stick close. The little fox obediently nodded. Lei Jiju said, let's split up and act separately. She was infused with my demonic spirit energy and full of confidence. My demonic energy was equivalent to the potency of over 1,000 top-grade demon pills. Plus, with Lei Jiju's invisibility, sneak attacks would be easier. Teleport her to a demon immortal of average strength. I ordered the demon concubine. She cast a spell on Lei Jiju, and a layer of drifting clouds carried her away. I immediately sensed Lei Jiju appearing before a chubby demon immortal, still invisible. The demon immortal panicked and tried to flee but had no chance. Lei Jiju directly pierced his chest, blood spraying everywhere. The demon immortal was stunned. Enhanced sharply by the demonic energy, Lei Jiju instantly killed him. Lei Jiju found a skin shell, and the demon concubine's expression changed, clearly astonished. Lei Jiju continued the attack. I requested the demon concubine to teleport me. Reluctantly, she cast a spell, and I appeared before a dumbfounded demon immortal. Before he could react, I smashed his head with a punch. The demon concubine was shocked and asked how my physical body was so strong. I glanced at her. If I couldn't do this, all my previous preparations would have been wasted. As I prepared to take the demon pill, the little fox ran over, hugging a skin shell. "Keep going, Daddy," it urged. The demon concubine snapped back and continued casting. I appeared repeatedly, killing demon immortals instantly each time. In less than 10 minutes, the little fox's arms were full of skin shells. Roughly one demon immortal per minute. I had defeated 11. But there were tough opponents too. A white-haired demon immortal, experienced and cunning, launched a coordinated assault with over 100 magical talismans, nearly scaring me into a cold sweat. Fortunately, I reacted quickly and immediately ordered the demon concubine to teleport me away. After 5 failures, I collected 21 skin shells in total. Just as I was about to continue, the demon immortals discovered the abnormality, screaming and attacking everywhere, breaking through the demon concubine's spell trap. They began reinforcing their defenses. The plan was becoming infeasible. If thousands of demon immortals converged here, the demon concubine's spell would be cracked. With half an hour nearly up, I called Lei Jiju back. She returned in human form, bloodstained, a bloody trail at the corner of her mouth, holding 7 skin shells. Altogether, my frenzied plan had yielded a hefty haul, 28 demon immortals' belongings all in my possession. Next was to see how many top-grade demon pills were hidden in those shells. Hopefully, luck would be on my side. "You're all mad," the demon concubine sneered. "Sir, where do we go next?" Lei Jiju asked. I had just uttered one word when suddenly, a loud explosion rang out from the demon emperor's palace, the sound of fabric tearing. I was shocked. It was happening even faster than I expected. Hope shimmered in the demon concubine's eyes. "The demon emperor is breaking free. Come save me." I looked around, contemplating where to hide and consume demon pills. My eyes landed in one direction and lit up instantly. "Lei Jiju, go that way." The little fox and Lei Jiju looked at me puzzled, while the demon concubine froze. "The torture prison? You actually want to hide in the torture prison?" "That's right. The torture prison," I said, firmly staring in that direction. The woman who had cultivated in the Valley of Death should still be secretly training in the torture prison. I had helped her once before. Now that the demon emperor was almost free, and I was out of options, I had to rely on her. Of course, if I couldn't get in, or if the demon immortals guarding the torturers stopped me, that would mean she was already gone. After all, the torture prison was personally sealed by the demon mother's spell. If she was still there, the gates would be wide open. If not, the demon immortals would attack. This time, it all came down to luck. "You're walking straight into your death," the demon concubine sneered. She believed going to the torture prison was hopeless. What is the torture prison? No matter which realm, it's heavily guarded, flies can't get in. And you? What makes you think you can get inside? This is content segment 110/117. Please process the following text logically while preserving the original paragraph structure, line breaks, and overall layout. Return only the processed result. The demon concubine sneered, "You'd better just wait quietly for death. When the demon emperor arrives, I'll help you beg for mercy." "Shut up. We won't surrender." The little fox glared fiercely at the demon concubine. The demon concubine's mouth twitched. "Do as you please. The prison isn't a place anyone can just walk into. My dad said I can, so I definitely can." The little fox refused to back down. The demon concubine sneered coldly, "The demon realm's prison is even harsher than the mortal world's celestial realm. There's no way you'll get in." The little fox was furious. "Say one more word and I'll kill you." I stared at the demon concubine. Her face flushed red. "I used to consider you a friend, but now I see I was wrong," I said coldly. "What makes me any less than your friend?" The demon concubine retorted indignantly. "Thunderstrike bamboo, move." I grabbed the demon concubine. Thunderstrike bamboo transformed back into a sword, The little fox hugged her skin pouch and jumped on, and I leapt on with the demon concubine.
The number of demons is growing. Keep casting spells to confuse them, I commanded.
Reluctantly, the demon concubine cast confusion spells, momentarily bewildering the pursuing demons.
Thunderstrike bamboo silently carried us away.
Once the demons lost track of us, we quickly headed toward the prison. We encountered no demons en route. They must have expected me to escape through the demon realm's gate, but I went the opposite way.
When we reached the prison, despite moving quickly, it still took nearly 10 minutes.
From afar, a terrifying aura was palpable, a dense demonic energy mixed with a pungent toxic smell, like the Valley of Death.
Ordinary people would have their cultivation damaged if they stayed too long.
Looking at the prison from afar, I was utterly shocked. It was a massive mountain range, arranged neatly as if artificially piled up.
By feng shui principles, there shouldn't be mountains here. I suspected, when this woman built the prison, did she use divine powers to move several towering mountains and stack them as walls?
Such divine power was downright terrifying. The prison was shrouded in swamp gas, and the ground was littered with black bones, resembling an ancient battlefield. Even I felt my scalp tingle. This prison made of stacked mountains was impenetrable.
Since its founding, no one had ever escaped from inside.
At that moment, I noticed the demon concubine was silent but smirked coldly. The demon mother had already told me several powerful demons took turns guarding the prison.
A place like this wouldn't be left unguarded by demons.
Obviously, the demon concubine already knew where the current guard was. She was probably using her own methods to communicate remotely with that demon. She wanted that powerful demon to suddenly step in and save her. It seemed she had great confidence in that guard and believed he could handle me, otherwise, she wouldn't cling to such hope.
Sir, there's a strong aura here. Thunderstrike bamboo warned me alertly. I nodded, I felt it too. From now on, I had to rely on my luck.
If she was already gone from inside, then my luck had run out, and I needed to find another hiding place immediately. Otherwise, rushing in was nearly impossible.
And I couldn't waste time.
Just now, a loud explosion came from the Demon Emperor's palace in the distance, a command that pushed me not to delay.
Little fox, there's someone over there.
She pointed cautiously in a direction.
I looked over.
Nothing seemed unusual, but having become a demon, my vision was sharp enough to see a small island floating in the air.
On the island was an extraordinary aura. It had to be the demon guarding the prison. No worries, Thunderstrike bamboo. Let's go, I said. Thunderstrike bamboo flew us over. I held the little fox's head tightly.
I sensed that demon had locked onto us, staring without blinking,
clearly preparing to strike suddenly. Was my luck really that bad? Had she already left the prison?
If so, I needed to quickly find another place to hide.
Even if I defeated the guard, I couldn't storm the prison again anytime soon. Little fox, he's been watching us, she said nervously. It's okay, I reassured her. Then I said to Thunderstrike bamboo, if anything happens, retreat immediately. Understood, Thunderstrike bamboo responded.
When we were only about 50 meters from the island, the demon concubine suddenly screamed for help.
Great spirit demon, I am the demon emperor's concubine.
This madman kidnapped me and dragged me here.
You must come and catch them. When the demon emperor arrives, there will be great rewards.
Her voice was loud, and the little fox was so frightened she wanted to hit her.
My eyes flashed cold light. Thunderstrike bamboo was so startled he almost turned and fled.
But after her shout, an eerie silence fell around us.
No response came, no attacks sounded.
Even the eyes locked on us quietly shifted away.
What was going on? My eyes brightened. Thunderstrike bamboo, don't rush to leave. Got it.
Thunderstrike bamboo steadied himself. The little fox noticed the change too and paled. Only the demon concubine was gritting her teeth in frustration.
Great spirit demon, didn't you hear me? I'm being kidnapped. Why aren't you saving me? Do you even care about me or the demon emperor? This is the 111th out of 117 sections. Please process the following content according to your logic.
Keep the original paragraph structure, line breaks, and overall layout intact.
Only return the processed result.
Someone's trying to break into the heavenly prison now, attempting something outrageous.
You're guarding the heavenly prison, and yet you're completely indifferent? Are you just going to let them in? Can't you see it? The demon consort's voice grew increasingly frantic.
She had already revealed her identity, but still, the guards didn't appear. A thought crossed my mind.
Looks like I'm in luck, the woman is still inside the heavenly prison.
She must have cast a spell that blinded the guards, making them miss what was happening.
Her status was extraordinary.
The demon mother respected her greatly and even helped her through tribulations.
Countless demon souls in Death Valley knelt before her.
Now, even the guards obeyed her orders.
Who exactly was this woman?
Lei Jiju, let's enter the heavenly prison,
I commanded.
Lei Jiju led us flying into the prison. The demon consort stared at me, sneering coldly. You're quite lucky the guards happened to be absent. Otherwise, the moment they acted, you wouldn't even get close. Giant spirit demon immortal, the demon emperor appointed you to guard the heavenly prison.
Yet you've gone AWOL?
The demon emperor will surely punish you for dereliction of duty.
I glanced sideways at the demon consort.
She naively believed that since the demon immortal guard wasn't here, she could turn a blind eye and that no one would notice.
She glared at me and said, Long Shiba, don't get cocky. Even if the guarding demon immortal is gone, you won't get into the heavenly prison.
Without the guardian spell, not even a fly can enter the prison.
Don't make a fool of yourself, surrender quietly.
Before she could finish, the massive door of the heavenly prison creaked open. That jet-black door actually swung open. My gaze flickered, while the demon consort was dumbfounded.
Impossible. How could the heavenly prison gate open for no reason?
The guardian demon immortal is clearly absent, something must have gone wrong.
Lei Jiju let us in effortlessly, as if no one was guarding this realm at all. The demon consort stood stunned, speechless. What went wrong? How could the prison gate suddenly open on its own?
I said coldly, say another word and I'll kill you. The demon consort quickly covered her mouth, but suspicion clouded her eyes even more. After passing through the 3-kilometer-long heavenly prison gate, we entered smoothly. Once the door shut behind us, it was as if nothing had happened. The prison felt like a sealed enclosure with no guardians, surrounded by huge mountains, the air heavy and stifling, dotted with strange, withered demon trees. Yet, the guards were gone, replaced only by pairs of strange, hungry eyes watching us.
Prisoners were confined in underground cells, their iron doors resembling manhole covers, stretching out as far as the eye could see.
Through the bars, I saw darkened, aged, murky, and fierce eyes like a pack of starving wolves lying in wait. Their aura was complex, some had even grown stronger despite imprisonment. I had previously considered releasing them to sow chaos in the demon realm. Now, the chance had come.
The little fox, sensing the intense atmosphere, clung tightly to my hand. The demon consort roared, Where have the guards gone? Come out now.
She had no idea how the impenetrable heavenly prison could have become like this. The prisoners grew excited, leering at us mockingly.
They locked up a beauty this time, pretty decent figure too. What crime did this guy commit?
There's a kid with him, and the sword on his foot looks strange.
Let me see.
Haven't seen a fresh prisoner in years. Wonder how your flesh tastes. Their eyes gleamed with greed. The demon consort's face darkened, while the little fox grew nervous.
I sized them up and asked, Do you want out? No one answered, all fixed me with cold stares. I asked again, Who wants out? Can't you hear me? An angry voice snapped back, After being locked up for centuries, who wouldn't want out? What exactly do you want?
If you dare fool us, I'll kill you.
More voices joined in agreement. Thousands of eyes glared at me fiercely.
I said, if you want out, I'll have you all free in 20 minutes.
The prisoners exploded with rage. Are you joking? You really think the demon immortals outside are just for show? That the prison's useless? You'll let us out? Dream on.
If not for the prison blocking them, they would have charged out and torn me apart by now. Suddenly, a sword energy shot from under my foot on Lei Jiju, slashing heavily into the ground.
Boom!
Sparks flew as the earth cracked open, forming a 10-jan-long fissure.
The prisoners immediately fell silent.
But soon, they started getting excited again. Your sword is sharp, but it won't cut through our prison.
Exactly. If this could open the prison, would we still be locked up so long?
I know how to open the prison door, but it depends if you've got the guts to escape.
I said.
If you open it, I'll run faster than Chow Chow ever did. Life in here is worse than death. If we can escape, I'll fight to the death to try.
The prisoners' eyes flickered with excitement. At that moment, a voice asked, We don't know each other, why are you helping us? What do you want from us?
At these words, the prison fell silent once more.
Someone's after me. I said bluntly.
Who? Tell us, as long as it's not the demon emperor, we'll take them out for you, consider it repayment for saving your life.
That's right, speak up. The prisoners eagerly pressed. The demon consort sneered, You shamelessly boast about hunting down your enemies? As long as it's not the demon emperor, how could 1,000 people be scared of one? She mocked, What if I told you it's the demon emperor chasing him? The prisoners immediately fell silent. No way. If the demon emperor wanted him dead, he wouldn't chase him. Who can escape the Demon Emperor's watchful eye? Voices of discontent rose.
The demon consort smirked coldly. He set a trap and trapped the demon emperor, even forced me away.
Knowing the Demon Emperor would be right behind, he dragged me into the dungeon.
I thought he had some secret weapon, turns out he's just relying on a bunch of useless fools like you. The prisoners all stared at me, confused and shocked.
Is what he's saying true? Yeah, the one chasing me is the Demon Emperor. He should get here in about 20 minutes. Whoa! You dared offend the Demon Emperor? What did you do?
The shock settled into a deathly silence.
See?
Just mention the Demon Emperor, and no one dares make a sound.
You really expect them to help you? The demon consort jeered. Smack!
The little fox slapped her sharply.
You dare question my dad?
I swear I'll kill you. The demon consort clutched her reddened cheek, intimidated into silence. The prisoners calmed down, eyes dull. They knew there was no winning against the Demon Emperor.
I'll open your cells. Whether you run or not is up to you. I made it clear.
I planned to have them pour out all at once, drawing the Demon Emperor and creating chaos. I didn't expect them to kill the Demon Emperor, but if they could just buy some time, it'd be a chance.
In 20 minutes, I'd face the Demon Emperor in battle.
There was no way to escape now, no one was faster.
This fight was the only way out. These prisoners were my first card against the Demon Emperor. The Demon Emperor is too strong, we can't win. If we go out, we're dead. I'd rather die here. I'm not going. Don't open my cell. Didn't you see you're locked up too? Isn't this just suicide?
About half the prisoners withdrew their gaze. The demon consort's swollen face scorned them. If you won't go, I will, a voice spoke up. Eyes that had turned away peeked out.
I've been locked up 3,000 years. Death's easier than this. I'm escaping first. Silence returned. 10 seconds later, I'm going too.
Locked away for thousands of years, I bet if we break out, we'll run into the Demon Emperor.
Me, and me.
Voices rang out one after another, sparking like dry wood catching fire, the dungeon suddenly alive with energy. At least a fifth of the prisoners were ready to fight.
I felt relief. People were starting to move, and with the 20 minutes spent cultivating magic pills, even more would join. If 700 or 800 prisoners charged out with me, the Demon Emperor would definitely be caught off guard.
These demon immortals had been penned up for too long, they could tear enemies apart alive in battle.
They were no pushovers.
Though after escaping, they'd scatter to save themselves. Even if half of them encountered the Demon Emperor, my first card wouldn't be wasted.
My eyes gleamed. The Demon Emperor wanted to kill me, but it wouldn't be that easy. All right, 20 minutes. I said. Fine.
We'll wait for you, they replied excitedly.
Within seconds, 10 more voices joined. I exhaled, Thunderstrike Bamboo, take me to the depths of the dungeon. With a swoosh, Thunderstrike Bamboo flew me deep inside.
The dungeon was even bigger than I imagined, the atmosphere oppressive. I could even see mountain peaks, it was incredibly vast. I had no time to search for that woman. Where could she hide to cultivate? Other prisoners showed no sign of cultivation here, meaning her hideout would have to be extremely secretive. I avoided all prisoners and found a spot where no one was nearby, signaling Thunderstrike Bamboo to let me down. There was a poison pool nearby. Here, I would devour magic pills recklessly and cultivate the imperishable demon technique.
I landed, the little fox landed beside me. What are you even trying now? Last-minute cramming? Cultivating forbidden techniques won't help.
You'd be better off surrendering, the demon consort sneered, frowning deeply. But suddenly the little fox slammed her demon bone hard into the demon consort's neck.
Boom!
The demon consort shrieked, clutching her head and collapsing, unconscious. Serves you right for doubting my daddy, the little fox said, fuming. I glanced at the demon consort, not wanting her to find out about my cultivation.
Thunderstrike Bamboo, little fox, guardians, protect us. I ordered.
Thunderstrike Bamboo took human form, casting a spell that sealed off spiritual light, shielding the three of us. The little fox became alert, quickly handing me every skin she had. A pile of skins fell before me, towering like a mountain. I looked on with hope and tension. This was my last card to withstand the Demon Emperor. With so many skins, how many useful magic pills or treasures could be hidden inside? Time was tight, so I hurriedly ripped open the 28 skin sacks and dumped everything out. Clatter, clattered, bottles and jars of all kinds spilled onto the ground, piling up like a small mountain. Most were black bottles, with a few red and white ones. There were also some oddly shaped magical artifacts, but I wasn't interested and tossed them aside. I opened the various bottles, and one by one, magical pills rolled out. By my estimate, there were 3,000 or 4,000 of them, varying in color and size, with a strong herbal scent.
An impressive number.
Most people would be ecstatic with such a haul, but I felt disappointed. Though there were many magical pills, I was picky about quality. Taking large quantities of average pills was useless, only top-grade pills truly worked. Out of these 3,000 plus pills, fewer than 240 were top tier.
That count included what I had just snatched from the demon consort.
In other words, after battling lightning bamboo for half an hour, nearly severely injured, and killing 28 demon immortals, I had only gathered just over 100 usable top-tier pills. It was hard not to feel let down. But besides the pills, I also found 3 strange fruits with a pungent aroma, a glowing magical herb, and 2 rose-shaped magical flowers.
They were rich in spiritual energy, similar to millennium-old demonic ginseng.
I could only pin my hopes on these spiritual herbs and flowers.
It was pretty helpless, really.
If there were those 3,000-year-old peach orchards in the demon realm, where fruits bloomed and bore fruit over millennia, I would hide there and feast to my heart's content. My cultivation of the indestructible demonic art would surely leap forward.
But currently, such a place didn't exist in the demon realm.
If I, Long Sheba, managed to live and make it into the immortal realm one day, the peach orchard would definitely be my first target. I calmed my mind, sat cross-legged, and greedily swallowed the top-tier magical pills. They tasted bitter and hard to swallow, but I had to push through to survive. Before long, I downed more than 200 top-tier pills, feeling medicinal energy surging wildly in my body. Because my body had just been tempered by 41 bolts of lightning, my medicinal energy could only elevate the indestructible demonic art by 1 level.
Still far from enough. If I had enough time, I wouldn't be so cautious.
I then swallowed the magical herbs and flowers in 1 gulp. These were even harder to swallow than the pills. After a few bites of the strange fruit, my mouth went numb as if I had eaten cement. Biting down felt like crunching bone, hard and foul-smelling.
My tongue burned as if cut by a knife.
I gritted my teeth and forced them all down in 1 breath. Fortunately, their medicinal power was equivalent to 400 top-grade pills, so I simply used the technique of the indestructible demonic art to channel all the energy directly into my body.
Finally, some progress. My indestructible demonic art advanced 1 full level. At that moment, the 20 minutes was up. I knew it wasn't enough, but time ran out. I suddenly opened my eyes and got up from the ground.
My gaze was sharp as a blade. Unintentionally, I glanced toward the depths of the prison. I couldn't feel that woman's gaze, but the void around her shifted slightly.
A small flow of vital energy was moving in one direction. Heavy and restrained, obviously she was anxiously cultivating. Fully immersed. What realm had she reached from such intense cultivation?
Suddenly, a chill ran through my body.